What's the pettiest dare you've ever turned into something real? I wasn't supposed to hear it, but I did. I was restocking shelves at the bookstore when two guys near the travel section started talking low like it was some secret. One of them said, "I bet you won't get her to go out with you." I didn't even look up at first. Then the other one laughed and said, "The girl at the counter? She's way out of your league." My hands froze midair. That was me. I kept stacking books like I didn't hear anything, but every word landed loud. "How long?" the first guy asked. "2 weeks," the other said. "If you last that long, I'll cover your concert tickets." There was a pause. Then, "Fine, just like that. A handshake. A deal." And somehow, I was the prize. I should have ignored it. I should have stayed out of it completely. But later that evening, when he walked up to the register, placed a book down, and said, "Hey, you ever grab coffee after work?" I said yes. And I still don't fully know why. I went into it expecting the bare minimum. Awkward conversation, forced smiles, someone checking their phone every 5 minutes. But that's not what happened. He took me to this small corner cafe that didn't even have a sign out front. We sat by the window, talked about random things, music, movies, childhood stories, and he listened. Not the polite kind of listening, the kind where he remembered details and brought them up later, like they mattered. I kept waiting for the catch. For the moment, it would feel fake. It didn't come. The next time we met, it was a late night walk through this street market downtown. He bought me the worst street tacos I've ever had and somehow made it funny instead of awkward. After that, it just kept happening. 2 weeks turned into something that didn't feel like a timeline anymore. It felt easy. Too easy. He started showing up early, texting good morning like it was an effort, remembering things I forgot I even said. And slowly, I stopped thinking about why he asked me out. I just started hoping he wouldn't stop. Then one night, I took him somewhere I don't usually take people. An open mic spot I go to sometimes. I don't tell people I write. I definitely don't read in front of people I'm dating. But that night, I did. My hands were shaking a little when I stepped up, reading something I'd written weeks before. When I got off stage, I didn't even look at him at first. Then I did. He was already standing, clapping. Not loud, not exaggerated, just proud. When I walked back over, he didn't make a joke, didn't tease me. He just said, "You're really good." Like he meant it. That was the moment everything shifted, because for the first time, it didn't feel like a dare anymore. And that scared me more than anything. The last night of the 2 weeks, I told him to meet me on the rooftop of the parking garage near my apartment. 11:50 p.m., 10 minutes left. He showed up early, which didn't surprise me anymore. We stood there for a second, both of us quiet. Then he said, "There's something I need to tell you." I gave a small smile. "The bet?" His face changed instantly. "I heard it," I said. Silence. The kind that doesn't leave room for excuses. "I knew from the first day," I added. He looked like he wanted to say something, but nothing came out right. "I just wanted 2 weeks," I said softly. 2 weeks where it felt real. His voice dropped. "It is real." I checked my phone. 3 minutes left. "That's the problem," I said. He stepped closer. "Then don't let it end like this." 2 minutes. I shook my head. "You don't get to decide that after the timer runs out." 1 minute. My chest felt tight, but I didn't move, because I stopped playing the second I realized I liked you. I said quietly. 10 seconds. 9, 8. He reached for my hand. 7, 6. I didn't pull away. 5, 4. Tears blurred my vision. 3, 2, 1. Midnight. My phone buzzed. "Time's up." I leaned in, kissed him once, slow, steady, real, and pulled back just enough to say, "Now it's on you." Then I turned and walked away. He didn't go to the concert. Didn't hang out with his friends. Didn't even try to laugh it off. The next day, I was back at work like nothing happened. Around noon, the bell above the door rang. I didn't look up right away, but I knew it was him. When I did, he was standing there, holding 2 coffees, looking way more nervous than I'd ever seen him. "Can I take you out?" he asked. I crossed my arms. "Why?" He took a breath. "Because this time, there's no bet." I held his gaze for a second. "And if I say no?" He smiled a little. "Then I'll ask again tomorrow." I stared at him, then slowly reached for the coffee. "Good," I said, "because you've got about 2 weeks to prove you mean it."